So are you ready to change the exterior of your house from something bland? You tired of putting up temporary lights? Well, today we're going to talk about the Govee Permanent Pro 2 system. What's good, family? You're now tapped in with Pastor Ground. We discuss life beyond the 9 to 5. It's me, your boy Pew, and the missus behind the camera. And today, I gotta put up Govee lights. All right, so y'all get somewhat of an understanding of the height that I'm gonna be working at. The highest points on here are roughly, the highest point right here is like 18 to 19 feet, somewhere in there. Like I said, a 22-foot reach ladder. So I should be able to touch that those highest peaks with ease. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in the lights on the side, get the remote together, and we're gonna get into it. So first things first, the Govee Permanent Pro 2 lighting system operates from as low as -4 degrees Fahrenheit up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. It features anti-UV waterproof construction. It can be integrated into your smart home systems. It's compatible with both Alexa and Google. It has dynamic lighting effects that offer up to 100 plus preset scene modes and AI generated effects with 16 million color options, plus a tunable white mode. The Pro 2 system does have upgraded brightness, so you got a little edge over the Pro 1. The mounting system is pretty flexible. It does come with 2 3-foot extensions, and for what everybody cares about, it does improve the curb appeal, at least for me. So let's talk about it. What does it take? Take your house from this to this. So before you get started, go ahead and map out the direction of your lighting. Is it going left or right? Is it going right to left? Is it starting from the center and going out to both of the sides? Like, map out how your lighting is going to go, what the roof line is that you're using, what plan out how you're going to set up those lights, because you don't want to get up onto the ladder and start installing stuff and then have to figure out, oh, this is not where I needed to start it. My electric is, my outlets are over here and I wanted to start over here. Go ahead and map that out and figure out the direction that you want to take before you get started. All right, once you've planned out the direction and the orientation that you're doing those lights, it's time to get started, essentially. Make sure you pull out all of your lights that you're going to use. It does come with a total, I think, 6 segments that are 16 feet each. So go ahead and lay those out. Know what direction that they need to be oriented, because you don't want to get to the top of the ladder or wherever you are and have the wrong side. So go ahead and know what side connects to where, and then just lay it out, essentially. So first things first, we got to establish where we plugging in our controller pack to. So the builder looked out, and we got an outside unit close to the front of the house. We got a nice little outlet here. So this is the outlet we're going to use. I already punched out this little bottom piece right here, so we can plug in the controller, and then we got a nice little place to start our lights from. I'm not quite sure how long this piece is, so I don't know if I need to use an extension or not. I'm gonna go through that right now and figure out if I need to run an extension cord over here, or if I can just run the controller from here to the front of the house. This looks like this is probably about 25 feet, give or take. So I'm not quite sure if I need to run that extension cord or not. I'm gonna test it out, see how long this is. It looks like it's got some distance to it. So I'm really hoping that I don't need to run an extension cord out here. This is a good location for us. I'm looking to make sure there's not no answer around here. But this is a good location for us. On the other side of the wall is where our router is located. So it's really close to the controller. So we'll be able to control the lights from anywhere. Our controller, our router, is linked into a home assistant. So we do have Matter here. So we can use this to run Matter. Use the Matter connection as opposed to having to depend on Google or Amazon to run our lights. So we're gonna be cool here. We'll be good. Let's get into it. I'm not in the garden today, but I'm outside in the sun, enjoying God's beautiful earth. So it's good enough, you know? It's good enough. All right, yeah, we cool right here. As y'all see, we got step one. Step one in there, find a power source. So we good. Now we just got to see how long these cords are and will they reach the front of the house. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to take into account of this vertical measurement space right now because I'm going to measure this out. And if we have enough horizontal, cord and then some additional, I know that, yo, we can work this from here. We'll be good here. So let's see, man. Y'all pray for me here. I'm really hoping that I don't have to use this 50-foot extension cord, only because then I'll have to figure out what to do with the rest of this cord. I have to wrap it back up, and I don't feel like doing all of that. I'm trying to use my time efficiently. Ooh, y'all, I think we gonna make it. Hey, we gonna make this. I see all of that excess right there. All right, all I gotta do is get past the front of the garage, and then so the front of the garage plus like 5 or 6 feet, and we in there like swimwear. What I tell y'all? Won't he do it? Amen. We good. We good, baby. We good, baby. All right, so I got my drill. I'm gonna use this hardware to lock these in place. And then we're gonna run that cord over there. And we're gonna get this job started. It's already turning out good, man. I ain't even really started like that. Let me grab this ladder and use it so my wife don't think that I got this for no reason. So I'm gonna bring this out like this right here. Lay it against the house as such, so I can work on that as needed. Every chance that I get the opportunity to use this ladder, I'm gonna use it so my wife know that I'm putting these tools to work. No, y'all might say this might not be the location to put them in, but that's what I'm gonna use right now. All right, so we got our hole drilled out. Got a it's like cable holder that came with the set, the hardware that I was telling y'all about. So we're good to go. We're gonna go ahead and essentially put this in place. That's about as tight as I want it in this location. So now I got the lights. We're about to get the lights up on here. The controller was much more difficult than we expected. It wasn't hard. It was just getting up and down the ladder, sliding down the house, drilling it in, putting it in place. So that took a lot longer than we expected. It was just tedious work, and we got to slide down with the ladder, move the ladder, set it up, make sure the ground is stable, make sure the ladder is stable. But yeah, all right, we're on the front of the house. We got we got a peak here. I already know this is gonna be challenging. I know it is. But here we go. Here we go. Get down. You do have 3M tape on the back of your lighting. I wouldn't suggest you use the 3M tape to stick up there permanently. The 3M is not that great, honestly. You are going to need to use the provided screws to keep that in there. Also, the tabs that connect the sides, those two are held up by 3M tape until you put the screws in. So Just be aware of that. All right, so honestly, from my perspective, this can be an easy install or it can be a hard install, depending on what your roof line is, how many peaks you have. If you have to make some, I guess, some jump skips where you need some extensions, they don't provide a lot of those extensions. So you will have to hop onto an aftermarket place like Amazon to get some additional extensions if you do need extensions. Or you can just put lights on some of those spaces where you use an extension if you don't feel like buying those extensions. That's what I did. I didn't want to wait additional days to get extensions in. So I think the time period that they were saying that the extensions would deliver was like 2 weeks. I wanted to hurry up and get it done. So I have some areas on here where there are lights where an extension probably would be better to use there. But, you know, it works for me, so I'm not complaining. You can't really see it from the streets at my house, so it is what it is. Also, like I said, the complexity of this really depends on what your roof line looks like. Now, if you don't have any peaks that you're putting lights on, that's not gonna make it hard. Should be pretty easy. If you don't have to get 20, 25 feet in the air, that should make it pretty easy as well. 1 story, no peaks. That's probably the best way, the best roof line to have if you're doing the install yourself. If you don't feel comfortable with the install, there are plenty of companies probably around you, as long as you live in some kind of metropolitan area, some kind of suburban area. There's probably somebody who will put up the lights for you. I think originally we got a quote for like $500 to put up the lights. You probably can find one cheaper depending on, you know, how many quotes you put out there. So, I mean, it can be done. You can do it yourself, as I did. If you plan on installing some of these Govee lights, you're gonna need yourself a ladder. That they have a ladder, because even 1-story houses, they're still gonna be a little bit tall. So you're gonna need yourself a ladder for sure. For this particular project, I did go out to Walmart, got myself a little giant 22-foot ladder. I like this specific ladder because it's like it has there's multiple ways for you to set up this ladder. You can set it up as an A-frame. You also can lean it against different structures. And depending on the height, you might need to lean it against the house, or you might be, you know, content with the A-frame, raising it up a little bit, and then doing your work from there. But I found myself mostly using it linked against the house. It allowed me to get the furthest reach. This one is up to 22, so depending on how tall your house is, how tall the structure is as you put lights on, you may need a 22, may need a 26, may need something as small as a 10 or 12-foot ladder. So, you know, judge what kind of ladder you're going to get based on your needs for your house, and then go from there. After that, you're definitely going to need yourself some good power tools, a drill, because you're going to need a drill, screws into your the underside of your roofing. I can't remember exactly what it's called right now, but put whatever the title is for that technical term. Definitely gonna need a drill for that to drill those screws into there. If you're gonna use the provided kit from Govee, you're gonna need yourself a small drill bit to preset those holes when you're drilling into this cement board. Those screws aren't gonna be able to drill into the holes, or they're not gonna be able to tap themselves into that cement board. So you're gonna need yourself a small drill bit to pre-drill that hole and then put the screws into there. The kit that comes with Govee, trash. I'm gonna tell you that right now, it's trash. And I didn't really discover until the end that, you know, there's a better way to do this. If you got a 3D printer, you can 3D print your own little things to go around the light to hold it up. And that's gonna work way better than what's provided for Govee. But, you know, if you don't have that, you still can be successful with what's included in the kit. In the kit, it comes with this little 3M tab that you stick on the underside and then you drill into there. It works, but it's not that great. And it doesn't lead to the most confidence in the install. But depending on if you like it, it's easy. It comes with a kit. You don't have to do anything else. There are some aftermarket parts that you can use to situate it on Amazon, so maybe that works for you as well. But what I found is that I went, printed out what I needed, and then I used that for the last few. And I wish I would have done that all along. Made it much easier. It feels way more stable. But yeah, what came with the kit, it still worked. Would I rebodies? Absolutely. I definitely buy these again. I would print all of my own hardware. I feel like that's way better, and it would have worked a ton easier. The 3M is trash, as I stated before. But yeah, I mean, the system in itself is pretty good. I use it. I like the lighting system. It does offer a whole lot within the app. So I guess we can talk about the app here in a minute. And as you see, it does add a little flair to the house. It does give it some nice little lighting that makes it pop out on this dark background. Maybe it adds to the light pollution, but I like it. You can add there are some additional scenes here that you can use to change the lighting, how it's set up here. Some scenes to go along with whatever the season is, whatever the holiday that's coming around. And, just add a little razzle dazzle to your house. I say that the job wasn't too hard. Well worth it. The lighting looks good. And then the cost. Best thing here is the cost. While some people may like the jellyfish, man, that's like 10x the cost here. These lights, I'd say somewhere between $300 and $400, where jellyfish is somewhere near $4,000 to $5,000. So, depending on your house, it's making some big savings here. We did get some additional lights to go along with it to make it just look a little bit better. These are called lightning bulbs, I think. And then we have some Tapo lights in here, so we can change all the lights around the house. Just to give you some different options. You can get Govee in the regular light bulb size. I forget what size that is, but Govee does come in that size right here. But they do not make the candle light size yet, at least not now. So, you'll still have to pick up some secondary type of light bulb. But I think I would like to switch those out to Govee to match the rest of this. Just because some of the scenes look a whole lot better when all of the lights are cooperating and in sync with each other. So I would like to change that out. But it looks good. I guess I'll show y'all a couple of the scenes here just so you can see what's going on. Right now, this is November 1st, just wrapped up with Halloween. So I guess we'll go with some kind of Christmas theme. So if you check this app right here, you come over, see the Govee app right here. I want to change it to a scene, so I'm gonna click the scene. Then I'm gonna scroll. And they have a whole lot of preset screens here. Preset scenes here, excuse me. So let's see. I want to go, let's say, festival. I want to do a Christmas festival theme. So hit the button. Man, change it as such. And now you have like a Christmassy theme. Not necessarily the greatest, but it gets you into the mix. I could change it to another one. Again, something a little Christmas and festive. We'll try one more. Get the sled. This one a little bit brighter. They all look pretty decent. Then if it's like St. Patrick's Day, March, might change it to a St. Patrick's Day theme. Winter Wonderland. Got a theme for Winter Wonderland. Something like this right here. Nice and chill. Like candy canes. Change it to a candy cane theme. Maybe I'll put this on right now. Let the candy canes do the talking. I think I kind of freak with this for Christmas. I'm going to leave it here. But as you can see, it's a whole lot of cool stuff. You also have the option of doing DIY, set up your own themes here, your own scenes, and making the lights operate how you see fit. So if that's something that you like, you might want to check this out. Like I said, the price point somewhere between $300 and $400. This is the Permanent Light Pro 2. So if you like it, check it out. Me and the fam like it. It's 2 thumbs up for me. Some of the hardware could be improved. I'm sure Govee knows that because they're one of their newer lighting systems has a much better install package associated with it. But, it's all good. The pricing is good here. The lights do exactly what I want them to do. I like it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. We out.